Hello my dear friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Spark. Today we are going to discuss about the theories of social work practice. This topic is coming under Unit 1, that is Nature and Development of Social Work. So we have to discuss about some important theories of social work practice. It is a very important topic and we can expect some kind of questions from this part. Before moving to our social work theories, we can just go through the concept theory. So what is theory? A theory is a set of ideas that helps to explain why something happens or happened in a particular way, likely prospectively predict the outcomes in the future. So we can say theory is a set of ideas through which we can understand how or why something happens or happened in a specific way or particular way, and likely we should have to predict the outcomes in the future. The term theory is used in social work profession also in the concepts, frame of references, practice, models and philosophical propositions. All these have been termed as theories. And these theories are based on evidence and reasoning, but have not yet been conclusively proved. So we can say that all the theories are based on some kind of evidence and reasoning. Social work is sometimes termed as helping people to help themselves. And as a social worker, we should have to facilitate some kind of change in the behavior of individuals and as well as communities. So, next we can move to each important social work theories in detail. System theory. This general system theory is put forwarded by Ludwig von Behrens in the year 1968. And this holistic theory considers the needs, behavior, experience of all those interacting within the system. So, this system theory concerns the interdependency of various systems, both natural and man-made. Apart from this theory describes human behavior, and it is premised on the idea that an effective system is based on individual needs, rewards, expectations, and attributes of the people living in the system. So, this theory looks at human behavior and problems from the perspective of individual in the context of complex and interrelated systems. And in system theory, as a social worker, we must consider all the factors within the system impacting the client and work to make that system healthy and supportive. For example, each of us may be shaped and influenced by a set of related systems that includes family, school, religious structures, and community. So, here is our role. We must have to consider all the factors within the system impacting the client, and we should have to work to make that system healthy and productive and supportive. And recognizing interconnectedness of these systems can help a social worker to pinpoint systemic breakdowns. And these breakdowns may be whether they have occurred in family unit or in the community or in school or otherwise a target intervention around resolve these breakdowns. And as a social worker, we must consider all the factors within the system which impacting the client. So we can move to social learning theory. Social learning theory was developed in the year 1977 by the psychologist Albert Bandura, and it remains one of the most influential theory of learning and development. Social learning theory is also called behavioralism or behavior theory, which is based on psychology of learning. And we learn in social contexts, and therefore the actions of others can have a profound impact on what we view as acceptable behavior, and through which social worker can understood how those cognitive structures enable adaptation and organization. So, dealing with the problem behavior, social workers who employ this theory focus on changing the reinforcement that perpetuate the client's behavior. For example, in social learning theory, the for social workers, social learning theory is a valuable prism through which to understand relationship between cognitive functions and certain behavior of client. By determining where dysfunctional behavior has been learned, it may be possible to design targeted intervention. And this can inform treatment strategies such as positive modeling and various reinforcements. Next is psychosocial development theory. I hope you all are familiar with this theory. Anyway, let us discuss. Psychosocial development theory, which is originate from Erik Erikson's work on psychosocial development and identity. Erikson believed that everyone must pass through 8 stages of development over the life cycle. And each stage is divided into age ranges from infancy to older adults. And in the psychosocial development theory, proceeds from the view that our development is influenced by internal psychological and external factors from the surrounding environment. And all these factors have a profound impact on mental health and the wellness of an individual. Erikson's theory provides a developmental timetable for understanding the maturation of self. And Erikson's theory put forward that individuals evolve through their stages of development, which is based on how they adapt to social crises throughout their lifetime. Here, social workers use Erikson's stage as a reference point for where a client is at in his maturation life cycle, and then use that as context to address stage appropriate concerns and issues. And this provides social workers with a set of cues to determine how effectively client manage crisis and move along a maturation timetable. Next is psychodynamic theory. This theory was developed by Freud and which explains personality in terms of unconscious and conscious forces. This theory holds that human thoughts and behavior are influenced by a combination of conscious and unconscious psychological process. And Freud believed that many of our unconscious process can be attributed to childhood experience and traumas. That is, childhood experiences shapes personality development and functioning. And ego psychology and focuses on how inner energies interact with external forces to impact emotional development. And this theory emphasizes the importance of relationships and impact on our sense of reality. So this theory emphasized on importance of relationship as well as our sense of and its impact on our sense of reality. In the context of social work, psychodynamic theory focuses on the internal process and emotions and that cause individuals to behave in a unique way. And in this theory is what social workers usually employ when dealing with a client who has suffered from post-trauma or abuse by focusing on how the ego mediates between the individual and their environment. In such cases, social workers can facilitate healing by placing attention on clients' ego defense mechanisms to protect individuals from becoming overwhelmed by impulses and threats. So, it's all about psychodynamic theory. Next is transpersonal theory. This theory emerges in the field of psychology with the spiritual and transcendent aspect of human experiences. and which is focusing on the spiritual aspect of human experiences and which emphasizes consciousness outside the boundaries of personal identity. And in the context of social work, transpersonal theory emphasizes the role that these spiritual dimensions have on our well-being. And this theory holds that every individual possesses the capacity to heal the self and achieve personal growth by tapping into an inner wisdom. So, the goal behind transpersonal social work is to teach clients how to harness these abilities. So, the practitioners help to guide individuals to question their core belief and detach from their egos and ultimately remove the self-imposed obstacles to the happiness. So it's about transpersonal theory. Next is rational choice theory. This theory provides a framework for understanding both human behavior and behavior of economic systems. And this theory proposes that social behavior is the consequences of behavior by individual actions making personal choices. And this rational choice theory, provides social workers within a framework for understanding the motive behind individual behaviors, especially in the context of personal relationship. And social worker may refer to rational choice theory in helping clients evaluate the fairness and value of their personal relationship. So it's about rational choice theory. So to conclude, social work involves taking into account many factors of an individual's life. So, using all these theories into practice can help a social worker to create a treatment plan, increase sense of security, and explain and predict the occurrence in the client's life. And having knowledge of these theories and how they apply to the different clients and situations can help a social workers to determine a course of action with clients. So these are all about the theories of social work profession. So I hope this session was informative, and in my next video I would like to discuss the topic changing concept of social work practice, emerging perspectives, trends and challenges of social work practice. So don't miss my next video, and if you have any suggestion regarding my previous sessions or previous videos, please comment. And if any one of you have missed my previous video, please go to the bio. And one more thing that I would like to share with you is, after covering our whole syllabus, I would like to give some sessions on multi-choice questions. And also I have a plan to solve some important previous year question papers. So do watch my videos and sessions and keep learning and do your best. So see you on next video. Bye.